We look upon Rome and see legions, emperors, and conquest. But the true foundation of that eternal empire was not forged in steel, but in the hearth of the home. Before a man could rule the world, he had to rule himself. The voices that remain, of poets, philosophers, and statesmen, are not just history. They are a timeless manual for what it meant to be a man, a husband, and a father. They speak of duty, of virtue, and of the sacred bond of the family. In this journey, we explore 20 commands for the Roman spirit, the rules for building a life stronger than any marble column. The Roman code began with the self, a commitment to principle that was non-negotiable. Cato the Younger, vir bonus est quis? Qui consulta patrum, qui leges juraque servat. Who is a good man? He who observes the decrees of the Senate and the laws and statutes. This is not advice, it's a definition. A man's virtue is measured in obedience to order. It is the daily, quiet discipline of upholding the social contract. To be a good citizen meant being a good man, because if the man defaults on his duty, the republic will eventually fail. The home, governed by justice, reflects the state. Cicero, haec ornamenta sunt viri. These are the ornaments of a man. What are these ornaments? Not wealth or titles or the purple stripe of the Senate. They are integrity and wisdom. The true badge of honor is a character that can withstand temptation. A man stripped of all possessions must still possess his word and his honor. That is the only attire that matters. Terence, homo sum humani nihil, a me alienum puto. I am human. Nothing human is alien to me. The strength of the Roman was often seen as cold, but it was forged in a profound capacity for empathy. To be a complete man, one must understand the struggles, failures, and common mortality of all others. This understanding prevents cruelty and fosters justice, especially toward one's own dependents. Lucretius, nil dulcius est, quam mundi perferre laborem. Nothing is sweeter than to endure life's toil. Joy is not found in leisure, but in the satisfaction of earned rest. The toil of providing for the family, the sweat spent on the farm, the effort given in the forum, that shared burden, that collective struggle becomes the deepest source of comfort and bonding between a husband, a wife, and their children. Seneca the Younger, fortuna non mutat genus. Fortune does not change one's nature. This is the ultimate test of manhood. Adversity can make a man better, but prosperity is what truly reveals his nature. A good man remains good when he is powerful. He remains humble when he is rich. If success turns him into a tyrant at home or in business, his virtue was an illusion. Sallust, melius est virtute, quam pecunia, dignos existimere. It is better to deem people worthy because of their virtue than because of their wealth. A constant warning against the worship of material gain. A man must teach his children to seek merit over money. The measure of a successful family is its reputation for courage, honesty, and service, not the size of its estate. Marcus Aurelius, non est dignus qui non saipsum contemnit. He is not worthy who does not despise himself. The Stoic practice of self-mastery starts with ruthless self-assessment. A man must look upon his own flaws, his anger, his laziness, his pride, with contempt. This continuous internal struggle is the true battleground for a man who seeks to be worthy of his family's love and respect. Caesar, veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. Beyond the battlefield, this phrase is about decisiveness and commitment. To his family, a man must offer an unwavering promise. He must act, commit, and follow through on his word. Hesitation in providing or protecting is the failure of the Roman spirit. Tacitus. Scalera non insontes, sed ambitio facit. It is not innocence but ambition that makes crime. A reminder that a man's pursuit of success must have moral boundaries. When ambition, the hunger for power or wealth, outweighs duty to family and community, the man becomes a danger. His children inherit his name and his shame. Valerius Maximus, Pietas est fundamentum omnium virtutum. Piety, duty, is the foundation of all virtues. This concept of pietas is central. It is the unshakable sense of duty and loyalty to all that binds the world, the gods, the state, the ancestors, the parents, and the children. It is the invisible force that holds the family together. The most critical work of a Roman man took place within the walls of his home as the pater familias, the legal head and spiritual guide. Juvenal, Maxima debitur puero reverentia. The greatest reverence is owed to the child. A Roman father must live his life not just for his children, but in front of them. His conduct must be worthy of their imitation. They do not just hear his advice, they watch his habits, his temper, and his integrity. The father must be an example, not a lesson in hypocrisy. Virgil, Dice puer virtutem ex me verumque laborum. Learn, my son, virtue and true toil from me. The Roman curriculum for a young man had two subjects, courage and hard work. A father's inheritance is not land, but the moral and physical capability to earn one's own way. It is the gift of self-reliance forged through shared experience. Pliny the Younger, amicus certus in re incurta cernitur. A sure friend is known when the matter is uncertain. This extends to the marriage vow. A man's wife is his most certain ally in the most uncertain matter, life itself. The loyalty he shows his friends must be absolute for the partner with whom he faces every trial and raises his children. Quintilian. Adomo paterfamilias ad rem publicum. From the home, the father of the family, to the republic, the most direct link between personal integrity and public order. The man who cannot govern his own passions and maintain justice in his household is fundamentally unfit to govern the state. Domestic harmony is the prerequisite for civil harmony. Publilius, Cyrus. Malum est concilium quod muteri non potest. The counsel is bad that cannot be changed. In family decisions, a man must be firm in principle but flexible in method. Stubborn pride in a bad plan harms the entire household. True strength is recognizing error and having the humility to correct the course, especially when the family's welfare is at stake. Horace, rem facias, rem si possis, recte, si non, quocumque modo rem. Make money, rightly if you can, if not by any means make money. This is Horace's famous satire of decadence, a warning against prioritizing profit over honor. The man who provides must choose how he provides. The children should be proud of the father's profession, not ashamed of its cost to his soul. Aulus Gellius, non scholae sed vitae decimus. We learn not for school but for life. A father's wisdom must be practical. His lessons should prepare his children for the real world, for hardship, for deception, and for the necessity of labor. The best education is the one that prepares a soul to endure and contribute. Seneca the Elder. Non tam cito res publica bene geri potest, quam cito male verti. The state cannot be run well as quickly as it can be overturned badly. Vigilance is a man's eternal burden. The peace and stability of his family is not a permanent condition, it is a daily creation. He must be watchful against internal complacency and external threats, knowing that virtue takes years to build and only moments to lose. Martial. Vita non est vivere, sed valere. Life is not to live, but to be well. To be well meant to be strong, healthy, and capable of fulfilling one's duty. A man who neglects his own strength compromises his ability to protect and provide. Self-care is a duty, not a luxury. Plautus, hinc illae lacrimae. Hence those tears, a moment of profound recognition. The deepest pains, the heaviest emotional burdens a man carries are always tied to the fortunes and sorrows of his loved ones. His family is his greatest strength and therefore his greatest vulnerability. That vulnerability is the cost of real love. So what does this 20-point creed of the Roman man teach us today? It teaches us that strength is found not in isolation, but in sacred commitment. The Roman man understood that his greatest legacy was not a triumph or a statue, but the quality of the men and women he raised and the honor of the home he maintained. He knew that virtue was the only currency that could not be devalued. He accepted the toil, the hardship, and the fear because the peace of his household was worth the battle. The path of the Roman man demands we ask ourselves, are our ornaments those of character or of costume? Cicero. Are we living our lives in front of our children in a way that deserves their reverence? Juvenal. Do we treat our partners as the sure friends who stand with us in the uncertain times? Pliny. And most critically, is our home, the true republic, governed by justice or by temper? Quintilian. The empire of Rome is dust, but the code remains. The pursuit of duty, courage, and discipline is a timeless challenge. The foundation of all virtue is duty. This is the lesson of the father of the family. If you seek true strength, if you want a life of lasting meaning, stop looking to the Colosseum or the Capitol. Look inward, look to your home. The forge where true Roman steel is still made is in the decisions you make every day. The work is hard, the toil is real. But as Lucretius said, nothing is sweeter than the work endured for those we love. Be the man that Caesar commands you to be. Be the husband that Pliny advises you to be. Be the father that Virgil implores you to be. Fortes fortuna adiuvat. Fortune favors the bold. So, be as the Romans aspired. Be bold. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more ancient wisdom. See you in the next video.